like a leech.
I fantasized, Andrew, about killing you. I even worked out the way I was going to do it.
Did the plumber show up?
Mm-hmm.
He's a pretty careless fellow. He left the cover off the well.
Andy, you can't leave me here in this house alone tonight. I have terrible nightmares. It's in the cellar.
Oh, hello, and welcome to Mansfield House. I'm just checking this watch of mine. It tends to be unpredictable. Sometimes a few minutes fast, sometimes slow. And in our hectic world, time is of the essence. So, time. One of the few things in life we can rely on. Relentless, inexorable. Nothing can alter its forward momentum. And perhaps it's just as well. Because imagine for a moment what it would be like to be trapped in a time warp. A suspended moment forced to repeat over and over a series of terrifying events, unable to alter them, doomed to live and relive them again and again. Like a woman who was a guest here once. A woman who spent her summers in a very strange house where time stood still.
Get her up, ma'am?
Hello, Sam.
Oh, Mrs. Alcott. Nice to see you. Heard you got in. How's Mr. Alcott?
He's just fine, thank you. Would you look under the hood, too, while I'm doing my shopping?
Sure will.
Hi, Martha.
Hey, Martha.
Hi.
You look fantastic.
So do you. You've lost weight.
I know, I just shifted it around a little. When'd you get in?
Oh, late yesterday afternoon. I'm here in town stocking up the pantry.
Tell Andy that we'll be unpacking today, but we'll get out on the lake early tomorrow.
Oh, great.
Andy's not here yet. He's still in the city. He's got some work to finish. I came up by myself to open the house this year.
Oh, when's he due?
This weekend.
Well, tell him to phone when he gets in.
If the phone's connected by then. Well, it's good to see you both.
Good to see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
thought you said you called Andy's office yesterday.
I did. Said he'd taken off?
Something must have come up.
I guess.
Will Mr. Alcott be wanting the boat this summer?
Yes, of course he will.
He'll want to make arrangements at the lake.
Oh, when he gets here.
When he gets here.
I came up ahead of him this year.
That's funny. The Gerald said they saw him getting in late last night while it was raining.
They only thought they saw him. Shall I pay for the gas, Sam?
No, that's okay. Mr. Alcott usually pays at the end of the month.
All right. Charlie? Hi, Charlie.
Hey, Martha. Hey, it's good to see you. I heard you were here.
Yeah, how are you?
Where's Andy?
Oh, he's still in the city. He had a heavy workload to clean up.
That's funny. I thought the Gerald said they saw him
When did you get here?
last Thursday. I'm alone, too. Connie went to visit her mother in Boston for a few days.
We're both batching it.
There is a local gardener in Lakeview, oh, excuse me, a landscape architect, who can get these plants in order for you and put down some mulch. Of course, you will have to do your own watering. You never did think much of gardening anyway, did you, Martha?
Mm-mm. Andy loved it.
Mm-hmm. Loved the garden and this house. Grew up here, didn't he?
He was born here.
Hmm. You all right, Martha? You look a little peaked.
Oh, I'm all right.
You sleeping okay?
No, as a matter of fact, I'm not sleeping very well lately. I guess it's a strange bed. You know, it takes a couple of nights to get used to it. Last night I had a dream, a nightmare.
Oh.
That was a wild thing, all mixed up.
Well, watch it, watch it. That's poison ivy. Look, there's more of it along there. And those berries over there are poisonous, too. Well, you never used to have that sort of thing around here. I guess Andy used to keep it weeded, huh?
Haven't you got any pride?
This house.
You never did like this house. I've always thought what a wonderful wife you were to spend your summers here, just because Andy loved it so. Funny he'd let you come up here by yourself this year.
Well, he had a lot of work to do.
So long, Martha.
Goodbye, Charlie.
Hey, you all right?
Yes. The water main, would you please turn it off? It's over on the other side of the well, that valve. It's flooding upstairs.
You okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Oh.
Martha, you shouldn't leave the cover off. This well could be dangerous.
Would you put it on for me, Charlie?
Sure. I guess that well would be useful to you if the plumbing ever went out. But I sure would hate to fall down there. There just ain't no bottom, as far as I can see.
Charlie, would you call the plumber for me? My phone isn't connected yet.
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, by the way, before I forget it again, the reason I came back is that they are having a bash tomorrow night over at the club. You know, beginning of the summer season. Why don't I pick you up around 5:30? Come on now, it'll do you good. No use staying alone in this old house.
This old house.
No. It's got a lot of character.
You know, it's funny what your imagination can do to you. I mean, you get in a hurry and you get clumsy. And a door won't open. You don't watch where you're going and you step through a loose stair. You hear things. You dream.
It's all in your head.
Is it? Is it really, Charlie? You said this house has character. Could it have animosity?
Can have whatever you want it to have. Now, I'll send the plumber over right away. Let him wrestle with it.
Like the jar you can't open till somebody comes along, little twist, there it is, open so easy. Where's the shut-off? All set.
Thank you.
You all alone here, Mrs. Alcott?
Yes, why? I mean, I'm alone now, but my husband will be coming up pretty soon.
Well, until he gets here, and after he's here, I'd keep that cover on the well down there.
It was on. It was on, wasn't it?
Uh-uh. Cover was off. I put it back on. Bye now.
Goodbye. So much.
There you go, self-pitying again.
Week after week after week of working nights.
Haven't you got any pride?
Pride?
You haven't got any pride. You haven't got any dignity or pride.
I hate this house.
Why don't you find somebody else? A lover. Have an affair.
You're the one that's having the affair.
Oh, Martha, you're so childish.
I didn't have to guess, you know. I knew you were having an affair.
Like a leech.
Cheat.
Where is your pride and your dignity?
You better cheat all your life. Hello? Hello, Charlie, is that you? Oh, Charlie, could you come over here, please? Yes, I know it's late. Please, please.
You heard sounds? Noises?
Yes,
What kind of sounds?
voices.
Even someone was down there.
Someone's down there now.
Did you see anyone?
No.
Well, Martha, there are no sounds now. No voices. Martha, couldn't you have dreamed it all,
It was the dream that started it. The dream woke me. Then I heard the sounds, then the voices. Then I came downstairs.
Well, there's no one there. Oh, by the way, did the plumber show up?
Mm-hmm.
He's a pretty careless fellow. He left the cover off the well.
Left the cover off?
I mean, it was only half off. I put it back in place.
Thank you. Thank you for coming over.
I'm just glad your phone was connected so that you could call me.
So I could call you?
Oh, it's all right. I hadn't gone to bed yet. I was just reading.
So I could call you?
Hmm?
Charlie, listen to me. This house hates me. It has intelligence. Or maybe it has a spirit. I don't know. Andy's, maybe. This is his house. It's alive for him. It's full of his memories. Do you think it's possible that the house could love him because he loves it and hate me because
I think that I should stay on here tonight.
It's everything. It's the voices and the noises, and especially that well down in the cellar. Do you know the house locked me in down there yesterday? It snapped the lock as though it was trying to force me to stay down there.
Hey, now that's wild.
I'm really speaking metaphorically, Charlie. You know, I once read a book called The Perversity of Inanimate Objects. Charlie, do you think it's possible for things to be willful? Things. Can things be menacing?
I'll stay down here. I can use the couch.
You're a good friend, Charlie. I'm all right now, really I am.
You sure? Because I don't mind.
I'm positive. I'm very, very sure. Besides, I'd never be able to tell Connie that it was all innocent.
Well, now you be sure and call me if there's anything you need.
I will.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Thanks, Charlie.
Miss Alcott.
Hi there.
Got a letter for you.
Oh, that's good. Hey, who's that? Oh, it's from my husband. Mailed yesterday from the city. That's pretty quick service.
Yeah, somebody sure slipped up in the main office. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Martha. Martha. Martha.
Hmm? Oh, I fell asleep.
How long have you been here?
I don't know. I worked in the yard all day.
I called.
Well, I wouldn't hear the phone out here. Oh, Charlie, the party. I forgot all about it.
And you're looking yourself again. Very lovely.
It's a good thing you didn't stay over last night with that kind of talk.
I gather nothing happened today.
No?
No sounds, no noises, nothing from the cellar?
No, nothing. It's funny what the mind can do.
What did you hear from Andy?
Oh, he called me early this morning. I also got a letter from him. He should be coming up Saturday or Sunday.
Hey, there you are, Martha.
Hello, Walter.
Hey, Charlie, good to see you. Come on in. There's some people you haven't met yet. I'll get you on the golf course as soon as possible.
You'll have to shape up a little before you can catch me.
Hi, Martha. How are you?
Hey, everybody, gather around, gather around. Look who's here. This is Charlie Bender and Martha.
Make it light.
Dinner.
Oh. Thanks, Charlie. I needed that.
Well, I'll tell you what's really heavy. It's not what you've been told about the fiery place. Having the reel run back again and again.
There's a phone call for you. Long distance.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Walter, what did you mean about the reel running back again and again?
You wouldn't know about such things, sweet Martha. My own private hell. When it's quiet.
When it's quiet?
It's like pictures flashing again and again. Nightmare pictures that repeat themselves. Horrible dreams that I have to live over and over again.
Martha, you're so childish.
Sometimes I think they'll go on happening over and over, and I'll have to be part of it forever, throughout all eternity.
See what that old demon rum can do to you? Far out, huh? Isn't that far out, Martha?
Is something wrong, Charlie?
Yes, you said you talked with Andy this morning. Where did he call you from?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, my call was from a friend in the city who tried to reach Andy at his office today. He wasn't there. He wasn't anywhere in the city. They said he'd already come up here. Now, Martha, I think we ought to talk about it. It's pretty important. I think we should talk this thing out.
Oh, it's starting to rain.
Martha, please.
Oh, Charlie, let's talk about it tomorrow, please. In the morning. We'll talk about it in the morning, all right? It's in the cellar.
Haven't you got any pride? Martha, you are so childish. Clinging like a leech.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. No. No, I didn't do it.
What are you doing on the floor?
Go away. Get out. Get out.
Not right now, if you don't mind. It's pouring outside.
Andy? Oh, Ernie.
Martha, you're
so glad to
fantasizing
see you.
again.
You don't know what I've been through.
I know what we're going to go through, and it might as well be now. I want a divorce.
Oh, no.
There's no way we can keep on.
8 years.
Yes, 8 years, and we haven't cut it.
It's someone else. I dreamt about it. I know you're seeing someone else.
I haven't tried to be a sneak about it. Connie and I...
Connie? Charlie's wife?
That's right. She and I.
Tell me what to do. Tell me. I'll do anything.
There's nothing you can do, Martha. It's all over.
We'll talk about it in the morning.
I won't be here in the morning.
It's late. I'll talk about it in the morning. My mind is clear. I can think better. Andy, you can't leave me here in this house alone tonight. I have terrible nightmares here. I see things. Spirits, ghosts, I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Maybe it's all in my mind. But you know how I hate this house. Well, it hates me, too. Please, Andy, don't leave me here alone tonight. Please.
Yes. I'll be leaving in the morning. I should be in the city by noon. It's been raining cats and dogs out there, but it looks like it's letting up now. Summer storm. Right. Yes, of course I do. I'll stay in the spare room.
Oh, I'll sleep there. I guessed.
I wasn't trying to hide anything.
You know, it's funny the frantic things you'll do when you're threatened. When your whole world is crumbling and you're out of your head with fear and grief. You want to strike back. I fantasized, Andrew, about killing you. I even worked out the way I was going to do it. Oh, don't worry. I'm rational now. But I must have felt guilty about thinking about it, especially in this house. Isn't it amazing the things your mind can do? You can be guilty just thinking about something.
Maybe it's just as well I'm staying overnight. Does Charlie know?
Yes, I think he does. Got that phone call. He was trying to tell me about it, I think. Nobody knows you came up here tonight.
Just Connie.
This could be 1 year that I came up early to open the house. Well, we'll talk about it in the morning. Andy. Listen, do you hear it?
Do I hear what?
That thumping.
No. It's your imagination.
Maybe.
It is. I go back to bed.
But I can still hear it. I know where it's coming from. Andy, come on. Come on. Get up.
Martha. Go on back to your room.
Don't you hear it? Don't you hear
I
it?
don't, and you don't either.
Yes, I do. Now put your shoes on. Come on. Come on. It's in the cellar. Andy, I'm afraid.
You're putting it on pretty thick, aren't you? What do you think you hear?
It's down there. It's in the well.
Well, there it is. There's nothing there. Nothing, Martha, nothing. Come on down and look. The well cover's off. It should have been kept on. Martha?
The well cover was on.
Well, it isn't on now. And there are no noises. And you shouldn't have given up your doctor.
What?
Your shrink. You should have never stopped going to him.
Well, if you'd come home at night instead of working late all the time, maybe I wouldn't have been by myself so much.
There you go, self-pitying again.
Week after week after week of working nights.
Haven't you got any pride?
Pride?
You haven't got any pride. You haven't got any dignity or pride.
I hate this house.
Why don't you find somebody else? A lover. Have an affair.
You're the one that's having the affair.
You're so childish.
I didn't have to guess, you know. I knew you were having an affair.
Clinging like a leech.
A cheat.
Of course, I could never prove it, but I've come to believe that inanimate objects can and do develop personalities. And like people, some may be good, some evil. Like Martha Alcott's summer house. That poor woman, stuck in time, doomed to repeat over and over again the murder of her husband. Wait a moment. Perhaps she hasn't done it yet. Perhaps she only dreamed of doing it. Or is it merely what she intends to do? The line between imagination and reality can be very fine at times. Very fine indeed. Oh, here are some scenes from our next adventure on Ghost Story.
Thank you, Robert.
I bet you think I put poison or something in that water. You killed him, didn't you? Yes.
Schizophrenia, what are you talking about?
Split personalities. It's two identities in one body.
Pretty soon, there won't be anyone left here but me.